Hi there, my name is Celia C. Peters, and I am an independent filmmaker. Right now, I'm sitting at the table in the little sitting room where I do most of my writing lately at home. It's a nice space, I like it. Natural light, which is always nice. And right now, I'm about to answer 5 questions with Narazu. How did I get started as an artist? Um, I would say that journey for me started with reading. I've been a voracious reader ever since I was a very, 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 very young child. And I think reading all the time and developing a love of stories led me to start writing. And creative writing is something I've done for a very long time, um, including my phase of painful adolescent poetry. When I started screenwriting, um, writing stories for the screen made me want to create the films themselves. So that kind of led to that. And then I think being a filmmaker led me to being in that visual space, led me to become a visual artist and start doing visual art as well. I'll tell you about my work. Um, I am, let's see, I create science fiction. I'm a sci-fi filmmaker creating science fiction stories from an Afrofuturist perspective. And for me, what that means is creating future forward stories that are driven by people of color and women. And in the case of most of my protagonists, they are women of color. That's it. I mean, I'm interested, and the stories themselves aren't really about, they're not about race per se. Um, Identity is a theme that I keep sort of coming back to. But I also deal very heavily with technology, the evolution of technology, human evolution, and also the possibility, which I think is a very strong possibility, that there's other intelligent life in the universe, and just sort of exploring what that may mean for us as human beings. What are some of my biggest influences? Let's see, Octavia Butler, Margaret Atwood, Ursula Le Guin, Philip K. Dick, Samuel Delany. All of those are sci-fi writers. And then beyond that, I would say Toni Morrison, Walter Mosley. I really I'm drawn to character-driven work, and my work is very influenced by art, music, other film, and fashion. So, with that in mind, I would also include Salvador Dali in that list, director Stanley Kubrick, Alexander McQueen, Garth Pugh, Kraftwerk, Bjork is huge. I love Bjork, both visually and musically. And then the film Blade Runner is one of my top favorites of all time. In terms of little more current stuff, I would say FKA Twigs, who I also love both musically and visually. Children of Men, the film, Arrival, I thought was great, and the sci-fi series Black Mirror. And I just watched this film called The Girl with All the Gifts, which was incredible. And I think what all of those have in common for me is that they have these new ways of imagining the future um, that are very related to the present. And for me, that feels very realistic and very compelling and exciting. Star Wars or Star Trek, and why? I love Star Wars, but I would have to say Star Trek because I think Star Trek is broader, and I think it presented more. There were more episodes, there were more stories, more adventures, more journeys, more civilizations that they came into contact with, and I guess, more series also. So, yeah, I would have to say Star Trek. Currently, what I'm working on is finding investors for my first feature film, Godspeed. We need the money. Godspeed is a near future thriller about a woman who is very successful, very driven, And she has this kind of catastrophic meltdown, and she thinks that she's going crazy. She literally thinks that she's becoming psychotic, and she is told by someone who she trusts that she's not going crazy, but she's not human, and that the problems that she's experiencing are related to that. The problem with that is that she won't believe it. She doesn't believe it, and she refuses to accept that explanation. So I don't know. We'll see how things turn out for her, but that's Godspeed, and I'm really, really keen to move into production, and share that with the world. Aside from that, I do have two shorts that have just finished post production this year, so those are going out into the world. One is called Mission, and it is an experimental narrative short, which I'm very excited about. And the other one is called Roxy 15. It's also more tech driven, or tech themed. And that one, Roxy 15, has been around for a little bit, but it wasn't quite ready to go out into the world. But now it is. So I'm very excited about sharing that work with you, with sci-fi lovers. And then I have some other projects that are sort of maybe a little more arts than film, but my role is more of a producer slash curator. So I'm excited about those as well. It's a lot of fun. My website is www.artisticfreedomltd.com. That's artisticfreedomltd.com. And if you are interested, you can also find out more about me on the website as well. Well, thank you for checking me out. Thank you for hanging. And I hope you all are well and stay woke.